It's our bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, 80% owned by taxpayers, so it's our mess. And what a mess! Another £8 billion of losses now expected in its results for 2013. What will shock many people, including taxpayers who own 80% of your bank, is that so long after the crash, you're still making these colossal losses. What went wrong?
Well, really, as you say, these losses sometime after the crash relate mainly to pre-crash times. If you look at the bulk of what we've put forward today of having to put money aside, relate back to a mortgage operation in the US. And because we were one of the largest banks in the world and had our fingers in nearly every continent and every part of the business there, we are going to be caught up in some of these.
A representative of RBS's owners, us, isn't amused.
It's an absolutely shocking story that the British taxpayers are still paying for the excesses of this bank in the boom period before it collapsed in 2008. I mean, we knew that it was bad and a lot of mistakes were made, but it's now just becoming how clear the damage was.
So where do the big new losses come from? Well, they include £1.9 billion of costs for fines and damages for mis-selling to investors. £1.1 billion of losses for compensating people mis-sold PPI credit insurance and small businesses who were mis-sold interest rate protection. That brings to a staggering £40 billion the losses suffered by the bank since 2008. Perhaps surprisingly, given this horror show, RBS is consulting shareholders, including the Treasury, on whether it should pay bonuses worth 2 times salaries to senior bankers next year. But the bank has cancelled all bonuses for 2013 for its top 6 executives. Your top executive team will not be getting a bonus for 2013. Was that a difficult decision to make?
This is about leadership. When you look at what we're having to put aside for past activity regarding litigation and conduct, I said to the team, I am sorry, I just cannot justify the payment of a bonus.
To rescue RBS in 2008, the government invested more than £45 billion in the bank. And based on RBS's current share price, we're currently sitting on losses of £15 billion. What's your current view? Will taxpayers be able to get all their money back?
My major drive is to get this into a really good bank. So if the money's not there, the value as far as the services provided, particularly to the UK, are there for the people of the UK.
So that sounds as though you don't expect the full £45 billion to be repaid.
What I'm saying is I think the taxpayers need to get a really good bank, and that's more important than the share price that comes out at the end of the day.
Is this the last of the bad news? Well, Royal Bank of Scotland, like many big banks, has been found guilty of rigging LIBOR interest rates and has been accused of manipulating the foreign exchange market. Now, much of that happened after the crash, and there will be further big fines, which means, no, this is not the end of pain for the bank or for its owners. That's us, taxpayers. Robert Peston, BBC News.